Sisi Koy Asinit, mega mega love shout out. Sisi Koy Asinit, mega mega love shout out. Thank you so much sa 3 million people and Ate Nora, mega mega love shout out to you. Turkey Mary. Hello Dams, pa shout out, pa was out watching from Riyadh. Mega mega love shout out to you Turkey Mary. Irene Marie, mega mega love shout out to you bebe. Mag-share muna ako guys, ha i-share ko muna. Ay, di atay di man ini ang Facebook. Ala ko akin tong Facebook. Salamat, Irene Marie, one of my sponsor. Share to community. Salamat, Inday. Thank you so much sa 3 million dyan. 3 million. Hmm?
Eat before it gets cold.
Yeah, just wait a minute. I'm gonna eat in that. Wow, thank you. Dan share Sisi community. Thank you so much, Sisi ko, Yasinet. Mamayang gabi, sis Asinit ha, kay sis Agnes yung ano, live, mamayang gabi. May tig 200. Irene Marie. Asinit.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/Pro Revenge. Today we have two great stories for you. Let's start with a short one. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, and turn on
Tinirahan pa talaga ako
notifications so
ng
you
asawa
don't miss
ko.
a new video every single day. Here we go. Overtime wastes money.
Sobra
My
stress
husband
ko
is
kanina.
management in a factory. His company
Mawag
keeps
yung
getting
immigration
upper
guys.
management
Naku,
every few
na-stress
months,
ako.
each one more of an idiot than the last. My husband had been doing at least one day of overtime, sometimes two,
Kain
each
ko na
week,
lang.
because the machines go down a lot, and he's a pro at fixing them. Apparently, what's basically the equivalent of throwing some duct tape on it is less expensive than actually sending the machine out to get fixed. That's another story. Anyway, new boss has been there a month, decides that overtime is no longer allowed to save money. Husband is PO'd because that overtime had slowly but surely been getting us out of debt. Well, last week, they called him on his day off. A main machine has gone down fairly early into the shift. Sorry, can't come in. I'm not allowed overtime anymore. Machine stays down all night. These machines produce a butt ton of product per hour. They lost more money by not running the machine than they would have spent paying my husband to come in. This Monday,
Sisipag, dali, dali.
and our last story. The employee was actively trying to get me fired behind my back. So we had a temp covering maternity leave that turned out to be a bit of a nut job. She was EA to deputy CEO and seemed to think this gave her some sort of status.
5 million people in the house. Thank you so much, Dancer. Salamat, Sis Koy.
3 times. It was incredibly nice. I made it my business to be nice to everyone.
Mega mega love, shout out Marimar, Doktora Marimar. Maraming salamat.
She was sending daily complaints, all unfounded and untrue, to my manager about it. My manager and I get on socially and professionally.
May nag-live ba ngayon si Sikoy, Sali?
I still have no idea why she did it to me either. And until today, I put her out of my mind. We're talking 3 or 4 complaints a day and asking for stuff to be taken further. And why wasn't I getting warned/reprimanded? What set our alarm bells ringing, though, was one day I was leaving early and asked her to cover something that afternoon in person, to her face. She was nice about it and said, no problem. I have flexi hours and get lots of time in lieu, so I'm not always there 9 to 5 like other staff. Often I'm there late or on weekends, so I have hours built up and let my boss know I'm cashing them in. We have an unusually complicated leave system, and neither of us wants the paperwork, so I always need to clear when I work them and when I take them. We keep our own record. On the day in question, I rang my boss, told him I'd spoken to her, and she was going to do whatever it was for me. My boss rang me that afternoon and said she'd come in asking where I was and who was going to do the job she'd agreed to cover for me. She denied we had a conversation, and then she complained about my hours, saying I hadn't been there for hours on end and making up days I wasn't there. He had a record of that, of course. He explained the nature of my job meant I often...
Dali, Dok. Sayang kasi yung tira ng asawa ko pag hindi ko kakainin, masira lang.
Basically tried to have me report anytime for her, where I'd be and for how long. This is intense.
Dan sa dalawa, Sali.
So why does someone barely age 21 and not full-time or in my department expected? When she left, my boss called the person sitting next to her who confirmed I'd spoken with her. We knew we'd have to watch her. Here's where her actual downfall started. In work, we supplied long life milk only and coffee. Everything else belongs to staff. This is widely known and was told to people explicitly on their induction by me. Don't take other people's stuff. What's in the shelf marked staff, you can have.
10 itlog to eh, hindi niya naubos. Kung magkain.
Office and tea coffee for staff and conferences, so the few emails I would get from her would be complaining about all the stuff she was running out and not being replaced. I would let her know it was fine. She could use a bit, but to get her own. I can't stand long life milk, so I always brought my own fresh milk. Unbelievably, this will be relevant later. It kept going and got worse. She even took a few microwave dinners on. Others were complaining about their stuff walking too. The complaints from her continued, and I replied, always by email, and say the same thing over and over, but no. I was wrong. Staff were to be supplied with the items she mentioned, and I had to replace it, and she would be forced to tell her manager if I didn't do it. I told her by all means, tell your manager. I always ask people to give any complaints they have about me to management so I can justify them or explain why something won't get done. Of course, she never went to her manager. She just kept sending more and more emails in secret to my boss and now others, with her making up conversations we've never had and not bring emails. Yeah, it was getting to this stage. My boss would come over with staff member a printout of every time I would show him my original email replies given. I never knew when she emailed. This was further proof I was telling the truth. He trusted me, but the independent staff member was doubly covering our butts. We decided to mark what server tapes we used for the backup that day so we could retrieve at a moment's notice if we had to. We made a note of it all, including incorrect timelines and false claims, and all false emails were verified by other staff to be untrue. We then just pretty much ignored her constant complaints. Her boss knew what was going on and admitted to ignoring the stuff she was doing and said to me and my boss to her, ignore the temp's complaints too. Other staff were now reporting her increasingly odd and vindictive behavior, and the deputy CEO apologetically said to my boss and I several others to ignore the temp as she was desperate to not have to rehire when she had 2 months left until her
Dapat
usual
pala,
pay was
dapat
back from
pala.
maternity leave.
Mag-live,
I'm a big boy,
mag-live
and
ka.
with management's blessing, we just ignored the lunatic.
Tamsak Sisi, tambay saglit, maliligo. Salamat, Sisi ko, Iwelen. Magre-ready ako ng links, maghahanap ako, ibababa na video mo na. Nakita ko, live ka.
And at this point, I wanted to see her go down in flames. Anyway, in a horrible twist of fate, her boss unexpectedly had to go on personal leave pretty much indefinitely, and a replacement was rushed in to cover her. Then, like 2 days later, the bombshell dropped that the original EA wasn't coming back, and the temp was offered a new short-term contract.
Grabing stress ko, Sisi ko. Sali, oy, nako.
Thankfully, this wasn't an
Mega love,
extension
shout out,
granted,
Sisi ko. Ayang.
3-month probation again. Now, the new
Etong
deputy
entry
CEO
nyo ngayon, mamaya to, mamayang gabi to, isali to sa bula.
looking for the now permanent job. With her old boss out of the way,
Kukuha
she's now
dito.
including her boss in the backdated emails addressed to my boss and I, as if I'd been a part of the chain the whole time, ramping up the complaints, give off the impression that she's just banging her head against the walls with us doing nothing she asked. Now, we knew with the increase in complaints and her increasingly hostile behavior to me behind closed doors, we lined our ducks up. We basically had a running record, so we filled her with kindness and waited. The day came and she struck. Would you believe it? It started over milk. Even though I'm getting older and should know better, I love milk. I'll have a glass with my lunch often. Don't judge, it is what it is. Anyway, she's in the kitchen and I take my milk out of the fridge to take to my desk. As I'm walking out the door, I get, don't you think it's rude to take it all? Maybe some other staff might like to use that. I was having a bad day and had enough of this effing mince bag, so I basically said she was too stupid to read emails, so I tell her again. It wasn't for staff. We'll see you stupid, she replied, walking out the door. I texted my manager and even said D-Day had landed. Sure enough, an hour later, the HR person comes in, we outsource HR, and didn't even say hello to me coming in. She always swung by my desk. My boss has kindly printed out everything and is ready to go to bat for me. I play dumb when I'm called into the room. The new deputy CEO has a thick file that the temp has compiled on me, and she basically starts grinding her ass about all the terrible stuff I've done to her, referring to the files, times, and dates and whatnot. Now, given that deputy CEO doesn't know me from Adam, and the HR person doesn't deal with us day to day, they are buying the damsel in distress act. When I was asked to defend at any point, I didn't. I said I wanted every complaint read out, and once we'd gotten through every single thing she wrote, I would then put my case forward. They certainly thought this was strange, but obliged me nonetheless. We were there for about half an hour. The temp was crying at how badly I've ignored her and how it was the company and my boss have allowed this treatment of her to carry on. It's getting hard to sit through this absolute character assessment.
Ate Sunel, mega love, shout out.
And I'm asked to explain myself. I asked for my boss to be present, and I have 1 or 2 emails that can clear this up quickly. And watch my boss with a stack of
Good afternoon, Bunso, Vinskay Channel, mega love.
my time records, my job list and logs, even some invoices proving complaints she'd made about stuff not getting done was lies/wrong. I then said if that wasn't enough, I could also provide the list of tape numbers from the backup that could
Bulan na mayang salamat, Bunso. Uy, 8 million people in the house. Thank you, guys. Hindi sana ako makapag-live, guys, kasi talagang na-stress ako kaganina. Kaso lang, itong isa, pinapakalma ako. Dan Ate Agnes, ayun. Bunso Binskay, may live ka ba? Bababa mamaya kay Ate Agnes. Chani Bekbek, miga love shoutout, sabi ni Chani Bekbek, salamat. Chani Bekbek, miga rin sa iyo. Chani Bekbek. Good afternoon, Chani Bekbek.
small, and while I'd be the first to admit the staff here aren't my best mates or anything, they're pretty nice people. This is a nice workplace. This nut job made it sound like she was the lucky Cinderella of the story, getting bullied by the other
Dan
staff.
sa tree si Ayang.
Was that she was marched to get her phone and her other crap at her desk, and straight out the door as she wailed like a banshee. Today, she
Sir Ben Sky Channel, sabi ni Ayang, thumbs up, share if bihos. Maraming salamat, Ate Sunel.
Because I don't plan on being here in 6 months' time. They're paying for my wedding, and I'm gonna buy.
Ang dami ng ano mamaya, oh.
Hey guys, thank you all for watching the
Tapos
video.
pag ano,
See you next week.
ano ba yun? Ate Sunel, Tom Surge, sabi ni Chana Bekbek. Thank you so much, Chana Bekbek. 9 million people in the house. Thank you so much. Sino gusto umakyat ba? Akyat na kayo. Dan video mo, Ate Mayang. Salamat dun so. Then Dave TV, mega love, shout out. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hindi kasi pwede doon. Hindi pwede na. Diretso doon. Harang si Sir Refresh. MLS ko Bin Sky, sabi ni din Dave. Dan Ate Agnes, sabi ni Ayang.
And the first story is, you should have been here at 7 a.m., even though your appointment time says 9 a.m. My vet has been after me to take my dog to get his teeth cleaned. I made an online appointment to drop him off.
7 million, thank you guys.
Of my appointment time being
Hagdan,
9 a.m.
ayun.
A couple days before the appointment,
Salamat,
I received
Doktora.
an email with 9 a.m. I arrived to the
Kanta ka,
clinic
Doktora.
at 5 a.m. and checked
Risa,
in.
mega love, shout
They
out.
asked me to have a seat, and they'll come get my dog
Ayan na.
taken back.
Dan Ate Agnes, Ate Mayang.
I asked the receptionist
Si
if there was
Chani
a delay,
Bekbek.
and she responded, well, you should have been here at 7 a.m. So since you're late, it's taking longer.
Risa, mega love, shout out. Risa, akyat ka Risa, kanta ka Risa.
She
Dan
refused to
Agnes
accept
Mayang.
my
Salamat,
answer,
Ate
continuing
Sunel.
to say that it was 7 a.m. and it doesn't matter
Sunel.
what I received. I politely sat back down to wait again. Instead of
Harang.
taking
Salamat sa paharang,
Shortly
harang.
after they came to take my dog back to clean his teeth, I spoke with the vet tech, and they said that the reason for the 7 a.m. arrival was for blood work, but it wasn't a big deal, and they'd get it done still. Before leaving, I looked up the email on my phone, and of course, it said 9 a.m. I proceeded to try to show the email to the receptionist, who didn't even look at the email, and
Ay,
instead said,
andyan ka na
"I don't have
pala,
control over
Doktora.
the email sent. That's corporate."
Ka lang.
I responded back that she may not be responsible for sending the emails.
Ba't nagtago ka na naman yan?
Who does? I would be able to provide the feedback.
Ayan. Asa ka ba? Sa hospital ka?
And it was my fault.
How?
That smirking is what sent me over the top. She began to act
Hi.
which was fine with me.
Aalis kasi ako. Umakyat na ako sa
Let's do a few errands. Well, they completed the teeth cleaning.
Dan sa nakapin, sabi ni Risa.
Umakyat lang ako sa play.
Ah, okay. Salamat.
You try. Someone answered.
Hansnel TV, mega love, shout out. Joanna Ramos. Si Ate si Sis Inde at Ate Tamsak, si Sikoy. Salamat. Sikoy. Hansnel TV, hindi ako marunong kumanta. Giata, hindi marunong kumanta. Kumanta ka nga doon kay Sis Agnes.
Who also was having trouble getting through. Corporate told me
Saan punta, Doktora?
speak with someone as we go there.
Sa grocery.
Ah, go-grocery ka?
Before I get there, to warn them I'm coming, because it won't be pretty. I drive 30 minutes with corporate still trying to get a hold of them. I park, get out of the car, walk up to the front desk. Corporate comes
Andyan si
back,
Doktora sa
saying
taas
it's
kay oo
okay,
si
okay.
Sis Akuto, ha ha ha. Hindi here.
And I'm watching them ignore your phone calls.
Baliktad kasi yung ano mo eh.
I asked about my dog.
Hello, hello, hello.
My dog has been kenneled for 8 hours.
Sama mo ka sa pag-grocery mo ba?
Holding it back.
Tara.
Lead vet tech comes out to discuss with
Sarap nga, sana eh.
explaining that just that morning the reception-
May alam ka ba sa ano, Doc? Yung sa immigration?
Ha?
May alam ka?
Saan?
Immigration.
Immigration?
Ah,
also pointed out the fact that no
Sino?
one
Ikaw magana?
be able to get
asawa ko.
What does this vet tech do?
Wala eh.
Dan,
I couldn't explain the page anymore. I started lecturing.
Ate Inda. Mega love. Shout out si Sikoy. Donna Hilario. Salamat, si Sikoy.
And apologized for the delay. I told her they don't pay my dog. I would go
Ate
back.
Donna. Si Joanna Ramos. Ayang sa
Akyat kayo, akyat.
Yes, kayo guys. Nandiyan si Doktora sa taas, oh. Wala siya pasyente ngayon. Yung grocery time siya.
About 15 feet away. After I finished giving the vet tech a lecture, I turned to the employee and said, "Can I help you? You can keep it moving. This isn't a show." His
Bukas
response
siya
Pero
ano,
Vince,
marami.
ano pa to? Sa December pa to.
Ah, December.
Oh, pero may weekly na rapol.
Mm.
I turned to the vet tech and asked her if she felt threatened, and she replied no. I pointed out to him that he wasn't needed.
Mamaya, may bula mamaya.
About her safety.
Yang. Pero doon kay Sis Agnes. Doon na Vince ML.
Hindi na ako nakapunta sa mga ano. Sa mga ano ba?
Guess what? She was the manager.
Type yung sing-sing mo, ah.
Ha?
Joanna Ramos, Ate Donna Hilario. Sabi ko, type ko yung ano mo, sing-sing mo.
Oh?
Yeah, maganda siya.
Ito?
Oo.
Homeboy tries to pet my dog. Excuse me, but you were just so threatened by me. So why are you trying to pet my dog?
Ang ganda kaya.
Akyat ka. Paakyat na na. Akyat ka.
It comes out and tells me she wants to talk.
Free. Free ka umakyat. Walang bayad.
She continues to try to get me to
Akyat ka si Sikoy.
Finally, I give in. I don't want to be rude to her. As I'm describing everything I've been through, the incorrect time on the email.
Akyat, o bilis, saglit lang. Number 4 saglit. Ilagay ko lang ha, Irene. Mag-concert, sabi ni Buso. Mag-concert ka ni Sunil.
Say what?
Giatay ni Buso.
Hello dyan sa baba. Mega love shout out.
She offers to clean my dog's teeth.
Ayan na, Ate Sunil.
Which I reply, absolutely not. I've got problems with at least 2 of your employees, and you want me to trust your team to take good care of my dog? You're crazy. I left and vowed never to shop at the pet store or use the clinic or grooming salon ever again.
Akyat kaya.
The second story
Huwag
is
kayo mahiya. Kami lang to.
shamed by an entire
Akyat na, Ate Sunil.
This just happened tonight. Location.
Wala, nawala yung mga tao. Ano nangyari?
Tiny venue.
Naumakat lang ako. Nawala na sila.
Need a reservation. Dinner-
Hindi, nandyan lang yan. Nagpa-entry yan sila.
I'm here with my mom, stepdad, brother.
Wait, tapusin ko, Irene. Giatay, nagpa-entry pa.
Behind my seat. The register is 3 feet to my right. Like I said,
Done for si Ayang.
defending a server, I'm eating my starter salad. When I hear
Dito
a
lang,
sound,
sabi
I
ni
register.
Sally. Lucky Dan, si Bunso Vince guys.
60 years old. Hereby, mother. The mother asks to see the manager. Surprise, there is no manager. Mother wants to see the owner. No, she's
Daliran. Ayun o, guys. Dansa, nakapin si Sikoy. Ayun, si Sikoy Donna.
Mother wants to
Hanggang
stick
December yan. Ang dami na palang entry men. Hanggang December.
Oo, ang dami.
Dalawang buwan pa.
Oo, marami pa.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have to go help my tables. They're waiting for me. Starts to leave. Mother.
Pero may bunot ng ano, weekly at saka last week of the month ata, every last week.
Excuse me.
5 minutes later. Mother, excuse me, I really don't appreciate the way you talked to me back then.
Alam mo naman tayo. Elsie Belgado, mega love, shout out. Done for Sally.
Mother, we've been waiting here
Sally
an
done
entire hour,
for.
and we haven't been seated, and we have reservations. Me, and I'm very sorry for that.
Wala akong kakilala dyan sa mga viewers mo.
It's very busy.
Wala ba? Hindi mo kilala sila?
Wala.
Someone finishes. Mother,
Done for Waka
you
Waka.
understand that my daughter is
Guacamole?
Ikaw lang ang ano ko dyan kilala.
very tired.
Hindi mo sila kilala?
Me, there's chairs outside.
No.
Mga katim ko yan, Dok.
Mother,
Oh.
for over an
Oh,
hour.
mga katim ko yan sila. Tapos ako, hindi ako nakakapunta minsan sa kanila kasi busy pa.
Yes, maybe she does.
Busy
Oh,
pa
ano mo
kabunduhan.
magawa ka pala ng bahay?
With her, so she
Oo.
can find out. Mother,
Yung isa,
she's 6 months pregnant and
Dan,
waiting.
StreamYard, atay ka bunso.
I know, and I'm sorry, but you don't need to be rude to the waiters about it.
Dan Irene, Risa.
Nasaan si Banji?
Very sorry for my daughter.
Naglalaba.
Me, I feel sorry for her too, but she has you for a mother.
Naglalaba dami
Then
pa.
my stepdad audibly says, "Oh," and and my mom starts stifling a laugh. The mother widens her eyes and stares in horror from me to my
Ay,
mom.
naku,
My
aalis na
mom
pala.
quickly wakes me back to my dinner. The mother eventually
Alis ka na?
without saying anything.
Magdi-data na lang ako.
Back to the register. I apologize to the mother. Waitress thanks me for sticking up for her.
Yung timbrang data.
The mother and the family come.
Sino magdadrive? Ikaw lang din.
Her son
Ay, hindi, malapit lang. Dyan na sa taas.
Son, did I hear you were talking back to my mom? Me. Yes, because she was
Lalakarin ko lang.
Siyempre ate Donnie, dan up din ako kay Irene Sisikoy sa pizza niya.
Akit ako ulit tayo. Pin ko lang data ko. Alis na ako.
Oo, sige. Ingat.
Thank you.
Sige, bye-bye, doktora. Bye-bye.
You better not have been taking pictures of me.
13 million people in the house. Thank you, guys. Maraming salamat.
My mom. What?
Siyempre ate Donnie house being moderator of 3.
Lady one. Daughter? She shakes her head, staring me down as she walks by. Shame on
Nasaan na ba si Ate Sunel?
you.
Umakyat na kayo ba?
I forgot the mother.
Ako sis. Wala na mayang dan 1 to 4. Ayun.
You need to stay out of other
1 to
people's
4.
business. You don't know anything about what's going. Cousin, you weren't even in the room. The waitress runs between us and tells us to chill. She sneaks in a, but thank you, I really appreciate it to me. My table gets back to our dinner.
Ayan na si Ate Sunel. Magko-concert na.
But I try my
Hello Ate Sunel. Mega love, shout out Bakikay. Larga Inday Banat ha. Doktora, masakit po ngipin ko pero gusto ko chocolate. Ano yan siya yung yung sa mga baby? Ang tawag doon?
Pediatrician.
Yon, pediatrician pala. Ayan. Pedia yan siya sa pedia. Umalis na kay
Stands up. He's a tall, big guy. Worked construction his entire life. And he looked back at them. They stopped staring after that. We walk out and have yet another laugh at their expense. The best part is that I have more of those pumped garlic fingers to eat tomorrow.
guys, wag kayong wag kayong magtamsak sa dito kay sa comment section po, mag-comment kayo ha para makita nila. TikTok.
I'm also allergic to cost lettuce. I know it's weird, but my body is stupid.
Ngayon lang nakakabawi at Dona Hilario kasi day off pag weekdays. Silip-silip lang, haha. Pediatrician. Dan share, akala ko. Kicks, how your bed? Dan Agnes. Kicks, you're late 38. Dan 5, Sally.
Making sure to tell her I was allergic. No problem. Food comes out and I see it has a huge A chunk of cost lettuce.
Bakikay late. Ilagay ko dito, Bakikay late. Nakita ko na si TikTok, may bakas ka ibumbimban.
B server, allergic to lettuce? That's a new one. You didn't tell me you were allergic. Like WTF? Yes, I did. Like not even 10 minutes ago. It's not new information.
Babae, walang
Yeah, I
hininga.
did. I mean, sure I did. Could I just get a new burger, please?
Dan bumbimban, Vince.
Now working in a kitchen, you learn little tricks. So to make sure they made me a new burger and didn't just take the lettuce off, I smeared a little sauce on
Inaayos ko pa yung
Not
hapunan
even 2 minutes later, my burger comes out.
po ng buhok ng alaga ko, buisit. Dan Ate Agnes and Mayang, Hansnel.
I can't eat this as it's been contaminated by the lettuce. B server.
Kapitan, PM mo ako anong link, ibababa ko mamaya.
Me. No, they didn't. This is a real allergy and I need a new burger, please.
Madam, kakanta na lang ako.
Sige, kanta ka na, te.
She said,
Hansnel.
me. Well, you see here and
Kanta ka na, wait, tawa-tawa dyan, kanta ka na, kaya para mawala yung stress ko.
Oh, the chef says to me,
Ba't ka naman na-stress?
Ay,
Stress
naku.
ba yan? Hindi naman mukhang stress. Ang ganda ng mukha.
Ay,
Mamula-mula.
Diyos ko, biatay.
You didn't tell me
Magaling magdala.
you look like a tool.
Kaya
Oo.
mamula-mula. Pisngeba.
Sa init kanina.
By this stage, my friend-
Dan Bumbimban. Naglista ko na TikTok, be. Dan Bumbimban yun. Doon na yung hindi ko pa nalista. Si Sikoy doon na.
Mag-o-off cam ako.
You can seriously
Bakit
tell
naman?
I'm not taking this essay seriously.
Mukha ka dya.
We don't tip in
Concert
Australia.
win, go, Ate Sunel. Sabi ni Vince Kay, huwag ka na mag-op.
Have a nice day.
Si Vince Kay talaga ba?
Dan 5, ano number ba yun? Dan 5, number 6.
You are the one who makes me happy when everything else turns to gray. Yours is the voice that wakes me mornings and sends me out into the grave. You are the crowd that sits quiet, listening to me in all the mad sense that
Sino nang
I
ikuan? Bahala ka dyan.
make. You
San
are
Pepe.
one of few things
Ito na lang
worth
yung bababa. May lapit na 1K.
remembering. And since it's all true, how could anyone mean more to me
Irene
than
Marie, number 3. Kay, sarap sa
you?
kalinto.
She said I sounded just like Emily. Her name was Susan. I hung up on her every time.
Sasarkalin ako ni Kikay.
Sorry if sometimes
Hansnell.
I look past you. There's no one beyond your eyes.
And this fairly new
Inside my head, the wheels are turning. Hey, sometimes I'm not so wise. You are my heart and my soul, my inspiration. Just like the old love song goes.
she wanted it back.
You are one of the few things worth remembering.
Yahoo!
2 days later,
And since it's all true, how could anyone mean more to me than you?
Susan accidentally called me again a year later, but realized her mistake after I answered. She sounded terrified.
Sally.
And now her second story. Want to use my name to steal and make me Preface. Going back to my college days, I was an executive member of
Dan
the
Intel.
so whenever we had a large event to reimburse expenses, we could
Donna.
You're my heart and my soul, my inspiration. Just like the old love song goes. You are one of the few things worth remembering.
Elsie.
And since it's all true, how could anyone mean more to me than you?
It will be written to all 4 executives of the club, $2.5 per person, so no one person can steal from that. And SGA, the treasurer, let's call him SGAT, was not exactly a friend, but was friendly and
Hindi naririnig, Ate Sunel.
Come to think of it, almost all the
Ah?
members of SGA were known
Hindi
or
narinig.
otherwise friendly to us.
Ay, hindi naririnig.
Main
Mahina.
story.
Kasi ang nakaano pala, naka-low volume.
Semester, and with it, our club held the biggest cultural event of the entire year in their club.
TikTok.
It did cost some good amount, and of course, SGA agreed to oversee.
Excited?
At that time,
Nakalo pala, nakalo.
personal problems.
Vince Guy.
Kind of ran away from my house. Stayed with a friend for that duration for a few days, despite not
Sally.
having my personal finances sorted.
Ay, hindi nalista ko na
After the
pala
end
sa
of the
Alex
show,
Kikay.
SGA had mailed out the checks to 3 other club executives for the cost of the show, but I did not get one. The $1 that I was responsible for. At first, I thought since I'm not at the address that they
Nalista ko na, Kay.
maybe they
Kayo
sent
ni
me
Vince
something.
Tay, tsaka si TikTok, tsaka si ano, Sally.
Another executive of the
Si
club
Ayang
calls me and
6.
calls other
Nalista ko na rin yan.
executives to a meeting.
Tinitignan ko
And this
dito.
guy says, "I got news. The
Ang
board
nandito
said that
sa
you are
Daston Live
responsible
is
for accepting
Si
cash."
Sikoy doon na nakita ko,
Now,
sumunod
my
kay
friends
TikTok.
were thinking that since I'm having financial difficulties and ran away from my house, I must have cashed the check and not admitted it. They're essentially
Jonah Hilario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pa lang kay Daston Live.
I miss the things you do. Rinig na ako, te.
Ah,
Okay.
It said it was picked up from SGAT.
But for now, your voice is near enough.
The paperwork shows that it
How I
contains-
miss you and I miss your love.
You have to print it
And
in, and
All the days that pass me by so slow. All the emptiness inside me flows
Saan
all
ka ba galing?
around.
Hindi ka nakikinig. Sabi ko, nandoon ka.
No way out. I'm just thinking so much of you. There was never any doubt. I
Sayang
can
channel.
wait forever.
Hey, SGAT. I'm
If
supposed
you
to
say you'll be there too,
Sayang.
I can wait forever if you will. And
Yes, gusto ko na po kayo.
spend my life alone with you.
Hindi nakikinig to eh.
So what's going on? Another member, looking confused, and tells me, then where is the money? You said you did not get it. Did someone steal it?
When it looked as though my life was
Umabol ako eh.
The paperwork and point to the
you took
SGA.
my love and gave it somewhere to belong.
Acceptance from your office? Yes, sir.
I'll
Paganda
be
na paganda si Ate Sunil eh.
out of sight.
Your signature, the
I
chair
just will,
check from you.
I just waste.
Nandito kay Dastan Ayang, Donna, TikTok, Ben, Sally,
I'll
Kikay.
be reaching for you even though you'll be somewhere else. My love will go like a bird on its way back home. I could never let you go.
You say this.
And I just want you to know I can wait forever.
Me and a few others get up and
If
say to
you
SGA,
say you'll be there too,
you know I'll waste you.
I can wait forever if you will.
Conversation.
I know it's worth it all to spend my life alone
5'8".
with you.
Tell me what's the name here. Other executives and members that initially accused me says that they hear clearly says SGAT's
Concert Fem, Sonel, Conde, sabi ni Vince.
Si Vince talaga talagang love na love ko yan.
But at this point, our other executives have decided that I was, of course, not the bad person here. And since the SGAT was in the country on a student visa, if we go to the
I
cops,
can wait
so
forever.
the next day, as long as we do not call the
If you
cops.
say you'll
Love na
be
love ka ni Vince kay Ate Sunel.
There's the money, and I did end up
I
making an
can wait
unofficial complaint to SGA.
forever
The
if
meeting
you
was
will.
and since there was no official complaint, they could
I
not
know it's
prosecute
worth it all to spend my life alone. I can wait forever.
Lasing na
If
bunso, si
you
Vince
say
bunso, lasing na si Ate
you'll
Sunel.
be there too,
An issue where if you held your phone
I
like a
can
phone
wait
and dropped balls,
forever if you will.
support when that happened.
I can wait
Between calls,
forever.
waiting in the queue at all hours of the day. I'm sure
I
this
can
wasn't
wait
happening, but it was fairly common for
forever.
customers who demanded to speak to a man. Our company's policy was to tell the customer that it was impossible to transfer them directly to a man.
Tawa na tawa si Ate Sunil eh.
As fast as possible.
Ito kasi
Why,
si Noel
why,
kasi
Laila?
Impossible to guarantee
ayaw
a
ang pakantayin ni Noel niya eh.
We were
Kahit
all
mapangit ang boses ko, pwede na din.
at least not in a way allowed by
May grabe siya, may ganun.
call software. Anyway, I'm sure you can see where this is
Kikay
going.
kulit, kay Prani.
Beat Command 10 gate. It was at least a 3-hour wait to get to a representative. I got one of these lovely customers.
Vince kay Channel.
Like this.
Hard to say, I'm sorry, bye Chicago.
By getting your
Ito ang
name, please.
titirahan ko ngayon, bye Chicago.
Welker Delgado.
Speak to a man. Yeah. Sir, I assure you, I can help you with your issue as I'm the top advisor on my team.
Everybody needs a little time away.
To be the wrong department.
I heard her say,
Yes, nalista ko na kay ikaw nangunguna doon.
from each other.
iPhones, iPods,
Even lovers need a holiday.
I can't help. I'll contact someone who can.
Far away, from each
Jonah Hilario
other.
Ayang
Hold me now. It's hard for me
Elsie.
to say I'm sorry.
Back he went to wait
I
another
just
moment.
want you to stay.
His account later that week, they found that another woman had gotten his phone.
Don
After all
Hilario
that
Ayang.
we've been through, I will make it up to you.
Did. So, no.
I promise to.
This happened in 2002.
And after all that's been said and done,
Just afraid their
oh
name is
yes, the
very
part
large
of
in the
me
discussion.
can't
I had
let
already worked
go.
Sally Tribino.
A week later, I was informed that I wouldn't get the position
Wouldn't
because
stand to be the kept away
she was the friend of one
just
of
for the
Oy,
day
nakaka-inlove ka na
from
dyan.
your body.
the relationship with the manager.
Wouldn't want to be swept away,
We also had a billing system that was supposed to allow us to bring
far
on
away from the one that I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry.
One day I was poking around
I
and
just
found
want you to know.
in tip format that they might
Hold me now.
play in our
I really want to tell you I'm sorry.
which program
Yes po, nabasa ko kayo, mga langga.
Let you go.
Nabasa ko kayo doon kay Kuya Prani.
renamed the tip file, and when I clicked on
Sally, si kay Jonah, Ayang, TikTok, Elsie.
I will make it up to you.
it, I said, I'm not qualified.
I
Ah,
promise to.
I didn't know how to do the thing that I just did.
And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go.
I enjoyed the unemployment.
After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you.
And then an assistant vice
I
president
promise to.
appreciates my contributions and employees well. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
You're gonna be the lucky one. And next
ano
naman
nangyari?
po,
Bakit kuminto ka na dyan?
ang next ay from Survivor, ever since the world began.
Wow. Risa.
I never know what brought me here, as if somebody led my hand. It seems I hardly had to nawala ang ano. Destiny, it guides us all, and by its hand we rise and fall, but only for a moment, time enough to catch our breath again. We're just another piece of the puzzle, just another part of the plan. One I lived, I chose the other. Search to understand. Still we walk this road together. Travel through as far as we can. And we have
Next
waited
week.
for this moment in
I
time.
don't get next week.
Ever since the world began. Taas pala nito.
Natatawa ako.
Taking the times gone by, we wonder how it all began. We'll never know and still we just try to understand. And even though the seasons change,
Next.
the reasons remain the same. It's love that keeps his hold till we can see the sun again. Tataas na naman to. We're just another piece of the puzzle, just another part of the plan. And we have waited for this moment in time, ever since the world began. I stand alone, a man of stone, against the driving rain. And the night has got no number, and the wind it cries for your name. Woo! I search for truth, win or lose, is they were all the same. The
Tawa
heart
siya.
will
Bakit
burn,
tumatawa dyan si Sikoy Dona?
the keeper of the flame. Woo! We're just another piece of the
Niluluko
puzzle,
ka nagkatawa ko, Ate Sunelo.
part of the plan. One lived that just the other. It's so hard to understand. See, we walk this road together. We try and go as far as we can. And we have waited for this moment in time, ever since the world began. Pinagpawisan ako dun. Ang haba pa, ang ano pala nun, taas.
Niluluko ka ni Mr. Ate Sunelo. Sabi niya, "Woo!"
Sabi nila. Uy, may nakakapansin pala ng aking boses na pangit. Salamat. Yung gustong kumanta dyan na, umakit lang kayo. Eto, titirahin ko naman si Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Parang nakanta ko na yata ito. Ito nang napapasok eh. Turn around every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Turn around every now and then I get a little tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream
Sabi
of
ni
something
Sikoy Dona, turn around bright eyes.
Di atay, nilalamok na ako dito. Pustragis kayo. Sarap niyo pagsasakalin. Tita, ano ko naglalaman mo dyan? Ay, sorry.
Angry and I know I got to get out and cry. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, but then I see the look in your eyes. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart.
Tulog pa kasi kami. Okay, Risa, nakalista naman.
Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more. If you hold me tight, be holding on forever. I don't know you're making it right.
Hi, Papa.
Together we'll take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. Woo! I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. We're living in a bother and giving up sport. I really need you tonight. 4 hours gonna tonight. Ay, ang galing ni Sir Pogi, oh. I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. There's nothing I can do. Total eclipse of the heart.
Kapit kaya mo yan.
Yes, naman.
May dancer ka pa.
Sir. Once upon a time, there was light in my life. But now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say. A total eclipse of the heart.
Ay, ginoo ka.
Napatayo si Sir. Ganyan talaga ang mga boses na bukas.
Pangako katatawa dito, giatay.
Oy, Dan-90 na ako ha.
Ay, Kikay, kumanta ka naman. Aba?
Mega love, shout out Annalyn Beat. Yahoo! Sabi ni Sisi
Ganda
Donna.
ng kotse mo ah.
Kotse to ng amo ko, hindi ko kotse to. Yung amo ko ang may kotse.
Sana hindi mo na lang sinabi. Talaga
Si
to.
Annalyn Mega Shiori.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Mega shout si Annalyn
Turn
E.
around, bright eyes. Every now and then I know you'll never be the boy you always wanted to be. Turn around. But every now and then I know you'll always be the only boy who wanted me the way that I am. Every now and then I know that the universe is magical and wondrous as you. Every now and then I know there's nothing but there's nothing that I just wouldn't do.
r/Adam
Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart.
And today's first story is
Kaya mo yan, tita.
I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me inside, you'll be holding on forever. And I know that we make it right. But we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. Woo-hoo! I don't know what to do. My mom is in the dark. We're living in a father giving up more. I really need you tonight. Huwag ka magpapagod. I really need you tonight. Woo!
hair was cut rather short. So I just
Once
had
upon a
these-
time, I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart.
Ranging from Star Wars all the way to Labyrinth. Typically,
Nothing I can do.
student.
Total eclipse of the heart.
This happened during her first year working at the high school, and since I wasn't there myself, I'm only roughly explaining what happened. On this day,
Once upon a time, there was light in my life. Now there's only love in the
Kanta ka na
dark.
si Sikoy, doon na.
Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart.
Which was partially covered up by a black
Total
open-up
eclipse of the heart.
That's in normal shoes. The only way to tell that she worked there was the lanyard with her
Total
ID.
eclipse of the heart.
It was just after lunch, if I recall. And my mom was tasked to walk in front of the kids she looks after.
Ayan, kumanta ka naman.
This didn't happen, but he loved to talk about movies with my mom constantly. He would have headphones on while walking and would be looking at his phone.
Kumanta na kayo dyan. Sino pa bang kakanta?
Kantahan na naman kayo. Pahinga muna ako. Hindi ako tulog.
So he could get around and move, as he didn't like to.
Wala yung kaagaw mo, Ate Sunel.
Wala si RMB.
Oo, may trabaho pa yun.
GT for gym teacher, and for mom, we'll call the boy Frank. Gym teacher, hey, get back to class.
Saan ba nananarbaho yun?
Yelling at some
Ha?
student wandering the halls. Continued walking slowly.
Saan nananarbaho si RMB?
Nagtitik-tik ng ano, ng kalawang sa barko.
Ha?
Nagtitik-tak.
Teacher standing at the door
Mm-mm.
staring dead at her. Gym teacher was known for being
So,
quite
naman ang
annoying.
mamakapagdamdamin na Love Hearts by Nazareth.
She's in her late
Ito,
40s
mga nagwawala rin to. Itong mga natangtang ito.
athletic shoes.
Nazareth.
Style. Dark
Mga, mga
She's
rakista eh.
taller than mom.
Love Hearts.
Mom looks around, confused at first. Gym
Love
teacher
Hearts.
dumbfounded like that.
Love Skirts.
Purposely exaggerated.
Love Wounds.
Mom looks
And Mars.
wandering
And the heart.
Oh, sorry.
Not dope
When the halls are quiet.
or strong.
Teacher, you don't need to babysit when you have
Enough.
Believe ako sa'yo, Kikay ba? Wala ka na tulog-tulog eh.
Wait,
Take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud.
Nice try.
Oh, it's a lot of rain.
Returns to
Love hurts.
and continues walking. This was a
Ooh, love hurts.
You come here now so I can write you up. At this point,
Asyang Asya TV, mega love shout out.
which mom quickly turned
Sis
I
Annalyn
know,
Shori.
Mom, ma'am,
body,
from the ID.
but
Mag-jacket ka na po, Asyang Asya TV.
solid
You should be
or so
You're gonna think you're a student.
I learned.
Go back to work.
Salamat, Asyang Asya TV.
I really like the love, really like the love.
So she quickly
Love is like a flame.
Mom and I
It
had
burns you when it's hot.
Mom still works.
Love hurts.
Sige, baba ka ng bahay.
Ooh, love hurts.
Bananas dyan. Dan Geraldine.
Either way,
Some fools think of happiness.
many years
Let's
ago, I was getting
get
I was planning the ceremony myself. All the passports in my area.
yes,
I had assistants.
they're not fooling me.
Finding items.
No, it isn't true. I know it isn't true. Love is like a lie,
So I wouldn't get mixed
made
up.
to make you blue.
I decided
Love hurts.
like, right? So there I was, snapping a picture of me.
Hurts.
He walked up to me and said, "Ma'am, are you doing well?"
Love hurts.
So he explained my system, thinking this was just a friendly person I was going to have a chat with. The employee held up her hand. I don't need to know all that. You can't take pictures of the prices. You can write them down, but if you keep taking pictures, I will kick you out of the store. My mouth dropped over.
Dan po sa nakapin sa premiere niya po, pasukli po. Huwag ka mag-alala, Asyang Saya at anuhan ka niyan. Susuklian ka niyan. Susulian
The
tuloy.
camera away, and she turned on her heel to march off. So I had a dilemma. I couldn't plan a wedding with no pictures. But I
Isn't
could
true.
take pictures.
No, it isn't true.
For the item.
Love is like a lie,
I wrote
made to make you blue.
and then snapped
Love hurts.
under the shelf where she had been hiding and said, "I sent no pictures." I still
Love
couldn't. I didn't put
hurts.
the price, ma'am. You can see it if you want.
Puntahan nyo guys si Asyang Asya TV guys. Oh.
Another employee walked up.
Hurts.
Who she was. The other employee. Nice employee.
Love hurts.
Employee. She's using a camera phone to do price comparisons. I spoke up and said, "I stopped taking pictures of the price like she asked, but I'm planning my own wedding to save money, and I need pictures to know which things go
Nakarating na kaya ang bilis ah.
So you don't work for another store? These are for your
Always somewhere by Scorpions.
I afford a big wedding, so I'm doing everything myself. I just needed ideas and places to get things for cheap. I briefly showed her my notebook and a couple of the pictures I had taken. The nice employee nodded like she was impressed and said, "That's a great idea. I should have done that too. Weddings are
Ayaw
too
niyo
expensive."
pumanika.
She then turned to the other lady and said, "She's fine. Come on, I could use you over here." I said thank you, and the nice employee said, "Not at all."
By Scorpions. Ay, nawala nang iyong darling, Temayang.
Wala na.
The third story is-
Nakakatawa, biglang tumayo.
So this is more of a this isn't your child situation. For the record, I'm female. I have a lot of tattoos, full sleeves, leg tattoos, and neck, and piercings. No children of my own, and don't typically
Salamat sa
look like
tuwad.
a type of person. This was also a few years ago,
Arrive at 7,
and my niece is
the
older.
place feels good.
Spend time with her about twice a week.
No time to call you today.
First time we went to the park, we were playing, and along the way she made a
Si
friend.
Kika yung tumuwad.
Or till 11,
I went to sit
then
on one of
Kika yung tumuwad.
food.
A woman approaches the
Binawi yung tamsak sa
Back
ako
to
sa
the
bayan.
hotel again.
run over and tell my niece that she can't get into the van. The following conversation
Si
goes
TikTok
like
siguro yan.
Cha-da-da.
he will be the officer. Me.
Instrumental. Cha-da-da.
Crazy
Johnny
mom.
Beck.
Who knew? This little girl told me her mother wasn't here. Me. Her mother isn't here. I'm her aunt. Apparently, crazy mom asked
I
my
call your number.
niece. I said that they
The
weren't.
line ain't free.
from coming to me when I called her over.
I like to tell you, come to me.
Kilala mo ba Ate Mayang?
Crazy mom.
Night without you seems like
Hula-hula lang.
a
Hula.
luxury.
She's terrified.
Bakit bunso ikaw ba yon?
I can tell you how I feel.
And scared for her because she doesn't know what's happening.
Always somewhere wish you where I've been.
Close to just knocking this woman out.
I'll be back to love you again.
After a while,
Ito ni Big, si Ayang, si Bakikay, si Binskay,
Always
si
somewhere wish you were there. I'll be back to love you again.
you are who you say you are. Me, I have a ton of pictures on my phone of us hanging out. Will that prove it? But you didn't show me a bunch of pictures of us at the park, ice cream shop, Christmas pictures, etc. And I gave him my brother's number to call. Which he did call and asked my brother to come down to provide a statement.
Instrumental.
After an hour, we were able to leave. We asked her if I wanted to press charges.
Nya!
The crazy woman
Kuryentehin ba natin?
saying that it wasn't right for us to leave.
Oo ba?
She wasn't wrong for trying to take a shot. The fourth story is the baby boomer boss.
May natuwad ba?
Oo, meron.
Crazy baby boomer boss.
Nagagandan sa beauty mo. Kapansin-pansin daw eh. Kapansin-pansin daw eh, mamula-mula. Another morning, another place.
Yung mamula na perte kainit doon sa kabila.
The only day
May kulang na naman sa aruga.
Ha?
May kulang na naman sa aruga.
ng mukha mo. Ang ganda pati ng kilay, pati red lips. Ba? Pag hindi naman talagang kapuna-puna yun.
She wanted to ride me into the whip.
And brings me to you again.
I leave on the expected date, and she is
Ayan o, sabay alis.
Miss you.
Yan mo nga leksyon kay.
pop in.
I'll be back to love you again.
Realizing this would be her method to getting free work out of me.
Miss you.
May isang pirasong nanonood. Ay wala na, na-zero na.
Again.
But I can't wait for you to get back. To a high stress and annoyed, okay, this isn't funny. The website is crashing. The guy on the phone doesn't know what to do. You have to come back here and fix this and make a new one. While you're at it, call me back now.
Always somewhere.
Binskay Channel.
On this day, while at my new job, I'm getting the chain calls from the Dexter, my ex-boss.
Natural, mawawala yung tao kasi tumatalon, giatay ka, tapos naghahanap ka, wala na tao. Abnormal.
Or Debbie broke my
Magpapa-entry ka, tapos maghahanap ka ng tao. May copy ka na talaga na naman. Ay, naku talaga, Mayang. Ni-HB mo na naman ako eh. Natural, aalis yung tao kasi magpapa-entry nga. Pagkatapos sila mag-entry, babalik yan. Sira ulo. Ni-stress mo na naman ako eh.
Abnormal talaga eh. Naniniwala ang buloy.
I'll be there.
Ay, ginoo ko lang bakikay.
Diba? Sinasabi ko sa'yo eh. Papa!
Can bring back your love again. I will be there. I
Huwag mo
will
i-change oil yan, ha? Oh. Ayan o, kababalik lang ni manager, oh, 'di ba? Dan 14 daw. Oh, ngayon ilan ang tao sa baba? Giatay.
Isa.
Bababa na ako. Para dalawa kami.
Huwag kang bumaba. Kikay.
Ay, daya mo, ayaw mo kumanta. Kasi kikay ayaw kumanta. Fight.
Sandali, ano bang kakantahin ko na naman?
Again. I will be there.
Laban lang.
I will be there.
Laban. Dalhin mo na kasi yung mga taong buso para dumami daw, sabi kay.
Only love.
Only love,
Every
sabi
time
ko niya.
someday, I will be there. I will be there.
He told me that my shirt, red with some tribal design.
It will go again all the way from the start. I would try to change the things that killed our love.
Ate Sinel, queen of the stage.
This was beautiful, so strong that I can get through. Is there really no chance? Start once again. I'm loving you. I'm loving you.
Ate Sonel, queen of the stage. Yahoo! Sana all queen of the stage.
Ate Sonel, queen ng makakapalang mukha.
May ganon.
Hindi
Grabe
queen of the
siya.
stage nga eh.
They
Grabe siya.
may to trust in my love again. I will be there. I will be
there.
Love.
Go
Love
again.
the sudden be thrown away. I will be there. I will be
Umalis na sa
there.
TikTok siguro. Hindi na sasabi si TikTok na dan dito sa chat box. Pero nakikita ko nagko-comment.
All the way from the start.
Basta ako dan all ako sa mga binababa mo.
The things
Oo,
that killed
nagbabasa nga ako dito sa News, Ayan, okay, kay una pala kay ulit kay.
So strong that I can get through. Is there really no chance to start once again?
Still loving you.
All the way from the start.
Wala tuloy antok ko sa kay.
I would try to change
ka kasi.
the things that killed our love.
At saka maganda nga yun, nilabas-pasok sila para sa views.
Oo.
O, ako na, tita.
Ikaw na. Ba't tayo ka magpakita ng
Ano,
mukha
Lynn?
naka-off-cam?
Wag
Tayo
na.
na naka-off-cam.
Oh, nag-ano lang sa ating tita. We know our love was meant to be.
Wow.
A kind of love to last forever. And I want you here with me.
Alin pa ako rin sa sabuta.
Ang boses talaga ni Chike, talaga kung
Tonight
laganda.
until the end of time.
Parang yung teenager na,
You should know everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You've been feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Wanna have you near me? I wanna have you hear me sing, yeah. No one needs you more than I need you.
Ilse Bintero sa Kitay.
And I know, yes, I know that it's been deceived.
Okay, Risa.
So now when we're together, now I know that I need you here with
Nakita ko na po,
me.
nakita ko kayo doon eh,
From tonight until the end of
Nandito
time,
si Elsie Delgado, Binsay, Risa, Kitay.
you should know everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. You've been feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. I wanna have you near me. I wanna have you hear me sing. need you.
And the first thing is, you really don't listen? Well, you should still love me anyway. Planned to have lunch with my boyfriend later as well. We ate at the back room and then finished up and walked out on the evening to this field.
Wanna have you near me? I wanna have you hear me sing, yeah. No one needs you more than I need you.
Willen.
You're the inspiration. You bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration till the end of time. When you love somebody, always on my mind. When you love somebody till the end of time. When you love somebody, always on my mind. Thank you, Araneta. Oh, done 16 na rin. Ah, diba?
What are you doing? Karen, I wasn't finished.
Chikay.
I'm on a time crunch, babe. Why are you being so impatient? I mean, really, you're at work.
Sumasayaw pa nga si Chani Bik Bik eh.
I just can't believe me. I
Ate
don't
Sunel,
work
ikaw na.
here. Look like I work here?
Kikay Risa.
I'm finally calming down.
Ah, naihi ka pa. Giatay, naihi pa si Ate Sunel.
But you came out of an employee-only door. Me, I was visiting my boyfriend for lunch. Even if I worked here.
Yes, Risa, nabasa kita, be.
You don't just touch someone.
Nalista ko na, be. Binabasa ko doon. Nandoon ka. Kayong dalawa ni Kikay na una doon.
So, can your boyfriend help me?
Ah, diba?
He works in gardening.
Maganda talaga, no? Pag tinitignan yung ano, no? Comments.
Seeing as I don't work there, she was looking extra embarrassed now and dramatically shielding her face like there were paparazzi up on her important. Karen, well, you probably know the store if your boyfriend works here. You could just help me find my things. That would be the nice thing after causing this inconvenience.
Annalyn.
I'm in a hurry. Me, why would I help you after you grab me like a street thug? Are you insane? We're done. I turned to go, still shaken up. She calls after me. Karen, you can't blame me for making you work here when you came out of an employee-only door. I'm going to report your boyfriend as garden manager for having you back there. Me, I stopped myself before I flew into a full-on rage. Karen, excuse moi. I stopped walking away at this point because I didn't actually know whether my boyfriend was technically allowed to have me back there.
Ngayon, ubusan mo yung pagkain, Papa. Hindi ko maubos na eh.
But I also couldn't bring myself out to do that. Me, fine, I'll help you. Just make it quick. I snatched her list, and sure enough, I knew where I
Ah,
was.
hindi mo. Dahil nagdala dito ng kanin. Bakit ka tumatawa, Bakikay?
Sa message baga. Sa GC baga.
Ah, anong meron?
Try ko nga to. Ang dali harang pa eh. Subukan ko to.
You know what? They're out. My mistake was actually highlighted clean.
Oh, di ba tumawa ka rin? Giatay ka.
Sira ulo.
So it wasn't until we walked past customer service. Realized how long this had been going.
Ba't talaga si Rika nagsalita? Talagang ano, yung lakas ng power na napapatawa ka talaga. Ito kasi second sense of humor. Nakilig siya pag gabi. Parang ano talaga, napapatawa.
Timpla mo rin ako,
You're
Pupi,
the
be.
one who never let me sleep.
Ha?
To
Huwag mo
my
lagyan
mind, down to my soul, you touch my lips. You're the one that I can't wait to see. With you here by my side, I'm in ecstasy. I'm alone without you.
Because on the hierarchy, he was basically the same
The
way.
days are dark without the glimpse of you. Now that you came into my life, I feel complete. The flowers bloom, the morning shines, and I can see your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like a river that flows down to my veins. I feel the chill inside.
Thank you.
Customer service. If you live here, you see, cashier is just behind the desk. Further back all the passengers, there's the fax machine file desk. I assure you, there are no offices or anywhere.
Every time I hear our music playing, it reminds me of the things we've been through. In my mind, I can't believe it's true. But in my heart, the reality is you. I am all alone without you. My days are dark without the glimpse of you.
ng Australia.
Now
Thank
that
you
you
so much.
came into my life, I feel complete. The flowers bloom, the morning shines, and I can see your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like a river that flows down to my veins. I feel the chill inside. Your love. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like a river that flows down to my veins.
Musta
I
naman
feel the
guys, okay lang
chill
ito.
inside.
Nagpapa-entry ulit si Sito ay ngayong December 23 yung grand raffle.
Akala ko may bola ka ngayon. Ay, may ano ka, bonus
May
ka ngayon.
bula ngayong weekly. Ano ka ba? Mamaya kay si Agnes weekly.
Ah,
Ito din yun. Kukuha din dito, kukuha din doon sa kanya.
okay.
Pero yung grand din is ngayon pang ano, December 23. May weekly tayo at monthly ah. Yung mga entry nyo dito, pag hindi kayo mabunot, mapupunta pa rin yun sa 23. Nag-get mo tayo?
Your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like a river that flows down to my veins. I feel the chill inside. Your love is like the sun that lights up my whole world. I feel the warmth inside. Your love is like a river that flows down to my veins. I feel the chill inside. Your love.
Thank you, Aroneto. Ikaw na, tita.
I walked up the hallway. Hearing the crowd of patients who were all looking at me warily. I ignored them and head straight for the door.
Asa na ba sa Tisunil? Patay, nawala na sa Tisunil.
Then, nandito ako.
Nandiyan pala.
Ako medyo kumain muna ako ng mani pagkatapos kong umihi.
Okay.
Isang basong tubig. Teka, eto na. Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton tayo.
1, 2, 3, 4. Apat lang kayo kay kay Ate Miles? Apat lang kayo guys.
Evening.
Willing lang siya ni Big Big Reza.
Wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup. and brushes her long blonde hair.
You can cut in line. Me. The fact that you
And
pushed
then
me
she
out
asked me,
stunned silence.
You
do I
feel
feel
alright.
alright?
Hi, daughter. Everything good?
And
And
I
I
say, yes,
Mom.
you look wonderful tonight.
Tense crowd of patients just staring at me. Obnoxious lady's face is bright red. Another story is, you. What? So I used to work in a big orange home improvement store and did so for
We
about
go
10 years.
to a party
Then the company's blaring colors.
and everyone turns to see
Dress code here is quite simple. With
this
a logo
beautiful lady
stop the orange box, get tools
is
work around.
walking around with me.
I had to wear the lids on the
And
back.
then she asked me,
Why would I? I don't work here.
do you feel alright?
Says, it's about time someone
And I
showed up.
say, yes,
15 minutes.
I feel wonderful tonight.
Simple yet elegant. Do. What? I want
I
to order.
feel wonderful
Yes, you do.
because I see the
see the
love
light
light in
in
your
your eyes.
eyes.
Before, I grabbed the
And
desk.
the wonder of it all
Customers
is
now
that you just don't realize how much I love you.
walk away. He starts yelling about how I'll be fired for this and he'll have my apron for that. I get my tool and start heading towards the front, and I spot this man speaking with a manager. And he points my way and says, "There's that rude SOB right there." And now the manager is looking pretty confused because he knows I don't work there. I know I don't work there, and I've been yelled at by some rando who is just confused
It's
and wants
time
to
to go home now.
Hikay.
This man is
I've
quite
got an aching head.
The manager starts saying sorry to me, and
So
that's
I
when it
give her the car keys.
I didn't know you didn't work here. I thought you were
And
just
she helps me to bed.
besides the fact that
Don
you work
Ati
in a
Miles.
different company.
And then I tell her
Grabs his wife and
as
walks
I
away.
turn out the light.
Doors. And that's how I got a
I
free
say, my
driveway.
darling,
Annalyn,
you
16
look
dan.
wonderful
Still with you.
tonight.
And my apartment building is next door to a 24-hour
Saan ka banda,
My
Annalyn? Kasi ano lang dito
darling,
eh.
downstairs.
you
Hikay.
were wonderful tonight.
Broke into the building and forgot his key. But then instead of walking in, he approached me. Old man, are you open? Me. Open? What do you mean? Old man, the shop. Me. Next door? They're 24 hours. They should be. Not realizing he meant me. Old man, well open it then. I then walked with him to the next door, and it was definitely open. It had been open all day. I think he just got the wrong door. The man didn't realize it was mistake.
Yun, ngayon lang pumasok
Old man. Oh, sorry. I thought you worked
si
here. I'm
Annalyn.
quite clearly a man, though I do have long hair. This isn't the first time I've been called she by mistake. He might need glasses.
Annalyn,
Thanks
Annalyn,
for
Annalyn.
watching. Have a good one.
Ito na ang isang kanta ng Rockies ng Eagles, Hotel California.
Wow, Hotel California talaga. Wow.
Hotel California, ito mga favorite song ng mga Eagles, mga Rockista. I love you, Rock.
Allah, bira, bira, bira.
Intro, tagal naman ang intro dito ba? Tagal lang intro. Na.
Here, lady, where we share stories about folks that go into other businesses.
On the dark desert highway,
And for
cold
enjoy-
wind in my hair,
story is
warm smell of eucalyptus, rushing up through the air. Up ahead in the sun, I saw a shimmering light.
Head state trooper.
My head,
Me, as guest business supervisor.
I had to stop for the night.
Come and go.
There she stood in the doorway.
I had a very
I heard the mission bell.
as a guest service.
I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Woo. Such a
Elsie,
lovely
Welen,
place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Men are from up the Hotel California. Woohoo! Any time of year, you can find it here.
Services manager means during events.
Her mind is stiff and twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys. She calls friends of a hand distance. Sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine. And he said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling
Yes
from
po, nalista ko
far
na po na lahat. Nabasa ko po doon sa
away.
comment.
Woo!
Ba?
Wake you up in the
Doon sa
middle
comment.
of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California.
Mind you, it's my birthday
Such
week.
a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place.
It's gonna be a great
They're
night.
living it up at the Hotel California. Woo!
Supervisor Tom's my parking.
What a nice surprise. Bring you alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling. The pink champagne on ice. She said, we are all those prisoners here of our own device.
Although I avoid the food
And in
first,
the master's chambers,
it's a
they
light
gathered
goal.
for the feast.
This weekend,
They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door.
I respond, not today.
I had to find the passage back to the place I was before.
You're pretty good.
Relax, said the nightman. You are programmed to receive.
For concerts is a little
You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
So I'll give her a quick 30 seconds of my time while we wait to go through security. Karen is with her baby Chad and 2 kids. I know the type from a glance. The dad who gets super drunk and lets loose while his wife blames everyone else. I had a guy who pulled a girl's top down while drunk, and his wife physically attacked the girl for being too promiscuous around her drunk AF husband. The poor girl was 16. It was
Ano na nangyari, Ate Sunil?
Ano na to, instrumental?
Oh, kala ko anong nangyari.
Hey, OP, why does the upper ring get seats and we don't? I have children. They're gonna want to sit. Still polite, I explained that on her ticket in bold, it states GA, standing only. Her family has vanished at this point, and my friends have gone ahead. I start to walk away. She goes, "Pete, you work here. You have to help me. I can't stand all night." I point out the guest services booth, tell her quickly to state her family issue to them, and they will be glad to help. I turn to walk away, and she grabs my wrist. "Excuse me, you're being rude. Do not walk away from me while I'm talking to you." I respond, "Ma'am, I gave you an answer. I'm not an employee here tonight. Please, file a complaint." Our company is very strict when it comes to us attending as guests. We cannot wear our IDs or become involved with our normal working duties. An example, breaking up fights or going into employee-only zones. Karen doesn't let go. At this point, we just look like a couple disagreeing on where to go.
Yes.
No one intervenes, which is fine. I reach back and remove her hand from my wrist. Little did I know, this was more from the end. Later on, I meet my friends. The concert is half done, drinks are cut off, food sales are ending. Not before my friends and I have had a good fill of comp stuff. I've been a decent employee, very reliable, very good reviews. It feels great. I don't know how, but somehow in a dark crowd of 3,000 people, Karen reappears. The main actress
Barbara Streisand.
her Chad husband wants more beer. I'm not drunk, but I'm not sober at this point. I'm jumping up and down and enjoying myself. My friends are having a good time. Then a hand grabs me and pulls me
Kanta
back.
na si Ate Sunil. Sa'yo lahat ang stage. Ayan si Kikay ang kaano mo.
Life be some moment to space when the dream is gone. It's a lonelier place. I kiss the morning goodbye. Down inside, you know we'll never get high.
I can't remember word she sang. Finally, the song ends, and one of the bigger friends turns, sees me in pain, and shoves the
When
drink.
eyes meet eyes, and the feeling is strong.
At this point, security rushes over. Karen
I
abandons
turn
me
away from
and
the wall.
screaming for someone to help her husband.
Stop
I
on
slowly
the
walk around in pain as my friends hover
I
over me.
give you
I would make
all.
the security team. They swarm very quickly.
I am
My
a
friend said,
woman.
he looks like the aggressor, and Karen lays into
And
him like a fury separates everyone.
who
I
that
end up on
you
the
in
beach next
you're
to
my
Karen spilling
wife.
keys. The band
And
starts
who
playing.
you with it?
Security takes everyone involved into the employee corridor.
I'm
Karen is
the
with her husband, and armed and
man.
nervous with her kids.
Over
I can't get out
and
the phone line, and he brings me in.
Good luck sa atin lahat mamayang gabi, guys, ha? Good luck sa
what
atin
do
lahat.
I do?
And then how my friend attacked her husband while he was holding the children. All fabricated for maximum sympathy. At this point, state troopers are involved because Chad
With
got hurt.
eternally mine,
Injured when he bowled into
to
them.
love there is no measure of time.
We work together always. And they both noticed me to the
We
side.
planned it all at the start,
Me, I should have
but
known.
you and I
Trooper
live
doesn't
in each other's heart.
the sniper guys with hot chocolate during the winter games. Karen
Maybe
gets
oceans away,
irate at me
where
once
you
again.
feel my love.
Her story went
I
along the
hear
lines
what
of my
you
relationship with my friends
say.
at work during the line. How I got mad at her for asking where the
The
restroom
truth
was.
is ever alive.
How I jumped in front of her
Someone
and her kids and my friends. And when she politely
I
asked me to move,
give
I
you
attacked her husband. She
all.
keeps it up and goes a little too far in saying how she
I
reported me
am
innocent instead of working. Unable to get her story straight.
and do
Speaks to
anything
the head
that
state
you
trooper asked me for my ID and I told him it's at home. That I'm not
hold
working.
you with
Karen
it.
keeps saying I
This
used it to
mess
get free drinks.
of
The trooper asks me if I have any drink. I
friend.
answer truthfully and then show her a receipt for one of the drinks I was comping. Karen keeps interrupting. Another trooper tells her to knock it off while they
What
start
do
talking
I
to the chat
do?
knocked over. One of them got hurt, and I can't hear what they're saying. But when the
Oh,
trooper he asks me how my shoulder
Annalyn, hindi kita nakita sa 18.
I'm in love
and told her how she
and
was
do
Ay, sa
anything.
18 months pala yun.
You know I know how you
Nakita ko na,
feel.
nandito na.
What a woman can do is alright. I defend.
He bum rushes past one of the security folks between us, screaming, "Wipe that smirk off your face." The rest of the security swarm in and he's pinned to the ground and runs over his back. Karen is screaming police brutality, and I'm just in shock and awe.
To keep
After
you
Chad is
into
gone,
my
Karen claims I
world.
assaulted her earlier, and her husband was just like a defender. Recall the time she
It's
grabbed my wrist? She claims I used
Annalyn.
her arm to remove her hand from it. Head state trooper asked me if it's true I touched her. I responded yes. She grabbed me, so I removed her hand. He sighs, saying he has to
Sandali
take a
lang,
quick
Mayang, ha? May tumatawag eh, ha? Balik na lang ako mamaya.
I'm
Sige, sige.
but I go with it.
Ha?
Oo. Chismis pa more.
And head state trooper and his team take over the conference rooms. At this point, the group, pretty much now just
Ay,
a
naku,
couple chat
naku
get
po.
into, is filled their statement. Our stadium rarely follows up on assault cases. They usually put in a 4-hour hold, wait for the patrons to sober up and let them go. So I'm very chill. I explain this to my friend and the couple, while Karen shoots us dirty looks from across the room. They all deem this outcome acceptable. I apologize for ruining the show for them and explain if they ever choose to come back, I'll do what I can.
Risa.
Karen gets peeved at this and is mad. I ignore her and continue to sober up. Eventually, I get my statement. It devolves into a he said, she said situation. And I admit, the head state trooper comes in and explains to me and Karen, simply put, he doesn't plan to take anyone to court. He says he will let Chad go and the stadium won't press charges if Karen chooses not to press charges either. Karen gets the she's still a bit under the influence. She starts ranting on how the stadium is showing favoritism because an employee assaulted her. No one wanted to help her since the moment she walked in the door. She starts her poor guest services rant with, I couldn't get anyone to help me, not even OP. And he kept walking away from me, and I only got an answer from him when I grabbed his arm. Man, my ears are burning at this point. Karen keeps going, but at this point, head state trooper.
Dan ka 19, ano? Risa, wala kitang 19. Nandito. Hindi ko nakita.
She immediately clams up.
Wala talaga ako, balik-balik na ako. Wala.
She starts in on how no one was willing to help her with the kids, and she had to get someone's opinion. Head state trooper tells her to can it and asks me if I want to.
Nung nakaraan ka pa, Dan. 2 days ago pa.
Head state trooper asks
Walang
how much
bago.
she had to drink. It tells her to get someone to pick her up and her kids. It's
Ayan.
12 past 1 a.m. in the morning at this point. Head state trooper and supervisor are ready to end this.
Nakaraang araw pa yun, Risa, yung Dan mo kay Ate Janet.
Trooper says one more word and I'll put you in a cell.
Love me with all of your heart. That's all I want to love.
We'll hold chat overnight at the barracks 10 miles away.
Love me with all of your heart,
That's another side.
or not at all.
Comes by and apologizes. She offers me another comp ticket for the show.
Risa,
But I decline.
sabi mo, Dan, ka 19. Nung nakarang araw pa yun eh.
And you give me all your kisses every winter, every summer, every fall.
I laughed it off for about a year. So there was a huge management change. And they threw
When
Jess
we are far apart, oh, when you're near.
My supervisor quit, and I followed her a month later.
Love me with all of your heart, as I love you.
Her husband got off with no charges. Thanks for the attention, guys. Hope you like this story. See you next
Give
time.
me your love for a moment or an hour. Love me always as you love me from the start, with every bit of your heart.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Mark them all as perennials? Okay. About 10 years ago, I worked at a garden center. They called it fruit store and also took plants as a plant specialist. Basically, I would take 10 hours to arrange plants, trim them, and feed the tags to people to explain what they needed.
Winter, every summer.
Kasi ikaw, Annalyn, nagdadan ka rin. Wala ka rin mga sa ano. Tinitingnan kong video, wala din, oh. Natuwa kay ni Risa. Nagdan ka na nagdan. Atay. May mga bakas pa kayo, nakarang araw pa.
As I love you.
Where they were originally destined, they are perennials because it doesn't get as cold.
Give me your love.
We need to take out these.
Inaantok na ako, Ate Sunel.
For an hour. Love me always as you love me from the start, with every bit of your
Cheapskate, CS for short. He always was browsing.
Thank you po.
Ano, inaantok ka na, Ate Sunel?
Tapos na, te? Tapos ka na?
Magbabay na ako, Ate Sunel. Nakakaantok.
Sige. Sige, tayo mamahinga na para mamaya gabi.
Oh, wala. Walang baka. Sige ko, hanap. Kanina pa, wala. Ayan, oh, wala. Wala talaga. Walang pumasok ngayon galing dito. Kahit isa. Wala. Walang pumasok. Kahit isa. Walang nagpunta kay Ate Janet kahit isang galing ngayon sa akin.
Oh?
Oh, binaba ko eh. Wala talaga kahit isa.
Ba't ganun?
Kasi binabasa ko eh.
Oo.
Wala. Ayan o, sa ano? Waling pumasok. Mayroong mga bakas sila, mga nakarang araw pa, 3 days ago.
Oh.
Hindi naman yung galing sa akin.
sharp-footed with professional-level ball-buster skills. He took everything in stride until
Oo, 19.
This is a tale about one of the four
Si Ilse, tingnan ko nga si
My
Ilse.
dad lived across the street from a guy who worked in the same mill as Dad, so he would give Dad a ride to and from work and come over when there was nothing else going on just to hang out. Drank Dad's beer, ate Dad's snacks, what have you.
Saan ba sila nagdan? Wala namang nagbakas doon.
That disregarded a state holiday and the candle. Dad was annoyed, but figured that's how things work sometimes, and took the unemployment off happily. He went and informed the guy that he wouldn't need
Bye-bye na guys. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
The guy made a weird face and said, that was fine. Dad made a mental note of the weird look and went home to start.
Bye-bye, mga langga nga, mga gibang bilangga. Bye-bye, bye-bye. See you tonight.
Dad gave him a friendly wave. It was not
Kanino ka ba nagbakas si Kuya Annalyn?
look in his direction. Dad figured maybe something else happened at work that day.
Yung kay Ate Janet ba? Yung kay Ate Janet.
But the next day he didn't wave again. Just locked his car up and hurried into his house like he wasn't even there.
Ang sinasabi ko, si Kuya Annalyn, yung kay Ate Janet.
Dad was starting to get pretty mad at this point. Why was this guy being such a jerk now? Because they didn't work at the same place anymore?
Eto oh.
Dumb as hell. After a few days of this, Dad actually went up to his car and tried to talk to him, but alas, he was still ignoring him. The numerous blow-offs weighing on his mind, Dad came up with his revenge. You see, Dad was a drinker. Not a violent, mean drinker, but a daily beer-drinking guy, and so was the guy
Annalyn.
across the street. So much so that he always had a few beers on the way to work at
See,
7 in
it's-
the morning while driving. Dad never said anything because he grew up during a time when you could drink a bottle of whiskey while driving, and the only thing someone would say was not to
O, kala ko naman, yan yung pinag-uusapan natin pati kay pati kay,
About an hour before the guy
sino ga, ito isa? Si Risa, at saka si Ilse.
there would be somebody
Sige, puntahan nyo na, last.
not only with the buzz on, but with a beer
Sabi ko nga kay Ate Janet, si Atay talaga to si Kikay.
and what direction he was going.
Yung sa sili.
Asked him if he was serious, and Dad said, and I quote, like effing cancer.
Ads, yung binaba, 19.
Dad sat at the kitchen table and waited to see if
Ang
anything was
histi ba ni Mama? Mano mang na-add
He saw the guy come out of the
Sorry naman sis. Sorry din sis.
car start, saw him pull out
Di ata, isa rin ako. Ads daw yung binaba.
twice. Dad smiled and went out to the front stoop to watch the show.
Ah, ayun na.
Apparently the guy had been busted.
Ganun pa rin?
So he was instantly arrested. The car was impounded.
Ay, di atay.
One time, when
Ayun na. Yan na siguro yan.
I laughed and said, Dad, you're a snitch.
Pindutin mo nga yung 19 mo eh.
You should have
Ayan na nga, inulit ko na. Inulit ko na.
and our first. I know I authorized no
Ads naman sis.
but I'm only a
At,
one.
ito yung last. Ito yung last.
job I had was an overall mess. But the particular manager I had wanted to try and introduce more structure / rules to the place. He moved here from out of state, had a long resume of help desk / IT supervisory experience, and at first seemed like a decent, skilled guy. Then came the overtime policy. Previously, overtime was
Mali yung pindot ko. Di atay.
Sometimes calls run long, as long as it wasn't excessive.
Ah, kabakas tapos mali naman link mo. Di atay ka talaga.
And management was happy to approve it.
Ah.
It's messy and takes a while. The previous manager never had any issues approving
Di atay ka
it.
talaga.
Never had any issues approving that approval.
Kanina pa
The
ko
new manager
sinasabi di atay.
had to be approved. And if it wasn't approved,
Ah.
it was rarely approved. It meant
Oh, nag-init kasi. Ate Sunil, o nagpaharang-harang pa si Ate Sunil.
terrible idea. But okay, pal, I'll help you dig that grave for yourself. I ended up getting a call about an hour before my shift ended. It was a call that was a bug in our software that was fixed by a particular Windows update. The clinic closed at 5:30, and the office manager asked us to do it after hours. I talked to the manager. He gives me written authorization.
Yan na yung last entry natin.
Updates run on 30-some computers.
Balibag ko talaga si Banji dyan.
Internet connection started to bottom out if I had 4 to 5 remote sessions going at one time. No big deal.
Ayun, dana si Ilse.
Punch for that day, and think nothing of it. He calls me in the next morning with, I can't approve this much overtime. CIO would never authorize it. I reminded him that he authorized overtime for this, and that he knew it was one of
Sino
the
pa Dan?
He says, well, you should have just started some, clocked out, checked on them, then clocked back in when others were ready. You didn't need to babysit them. I'll authorize 1 hour. I explained to him that that's a stupid idea, and also that it's not legal to pay me for time
Nangunguna
worked
si
when I
Lucia.
authorized that time, and I haven't.
Annalyn, Reza, Kikay.
I'm only getting 1 hour of overtime authorized. Fine.
Annalyn.
I'll clock in exactly at 8 a.m. and out at 5 p.m.
PH.
He snaps up. Good. That's the policy.
Risa.
Instead of reporting him to the CIO, who I was
Amato.
with right away, I spent a few weeks collecting things like really
Kikay,
doctors and
Bakikay.
staff, and every time they got understandably angry that I was dropping a call and the issue wasn't resolved, I'd apologize and tell them it was
Ang init.
it was
Yatay.
and not only is it illegal,
Habol, Ate Sunel. Habol, Ate Sunel. Happy Laps, miga love, share anto ka na si sa matog ka muna. Ayan. Thumbs up, lalabs. Thank you so much, Sir Happy Laps. Puntahan nyo nga, guys, si Sir Happy Laps, guys. Bigyan ko kayong entry. Ito, ibababa ko bahay niya. Kikay Colette, full pack po, sabi ni Sir Happy Laps.
Texts were dropping calls immediately at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, regardless of what time it was at the clinic, or if the issue was fixed or not.
Ang laki na, ang bilis ha. Wow, congratulations, Sir Happy Laps. 32,000 na. Wow.
And he just lost it. Got up, opened the door to the empty office he was using, and yelled across the whole IT floor for the manager in question to get his butt in here right now. And our last one.
Ayan guys, kay Sir Happy Laps, yan binaba ko guys. Dan 17, salamat Happy Laps. Grabe, 30 plus thousand na yung kay Sir Happy Laps.
He was warned about a particular employee who was known to cause trouble and was generally very contentious.
Wow, grabe, ang laki na ng bahay.
Karen worked in inside sales and was a notorious gossip who loved to spread rumors regardless of their validity. She also made several younger male co-workers uncomfortable with her rather aggressive advances. This was mostly mitigated to how particular clothing fit a guy, but occasionally progressed to outright propositions for their mutual lunch breaks. At best, she was okay at her job, but generally made the workplace less than stellar. Karen also had a reputation for annually seeking raises from the...
Ayan guys, puntahan nyo, bigyan ko kayong, ay nawala na.
This was usually met with some form of concession just to placate her and keep her and her customer base on board. The new manager heard this story, and the passing of the info about Karen just so happened to coincide with a drop in sales, to a small degree the company's into a larger hers. So to Karen's routine, she walked into the new, inexperienced manager with the news that she simply wasn't going to be able to work there anymore.
Mayroon pa palang
They
isa.
immediately reacted with sincere regret that they wouldn't get to work with each other professionally. Karen's confident look immediately shifted to fear. She floundered out a sentence about how she wasn't
Dan Happy Laps. Huwag muna kayo umalis guys ha, mayroon pa palang isa.
reiterated his best wishes in her next opportunity. He then stood and said that he would
Risa
need something
Amato.
formal written up for HR, but she could do it anytime that day. Wasting no time, he immediately sent a glowing note to the staff about losing a true asset in the department.
Akyat pa sana yun si Kikay, hindi na lang umakyat. Dan J-Man. Dan Happy Laps.
I imagine she was wondering how she would go home to her husband and explained that she had quit her job that morning.
Elsie.
Fortunately for all, she was
Sunny
far
Vic
too
Vic.
prideful to admit that it was all a tactic, and that was Karen's last day at the company. Afterwards, the branch ran fairly smoothly. It turns out that she was indeed mediocre, and her customers were more than happy to have a fresh rep on their accounts. A few years later, the manager was again promoted, and the pseudo-fired move was renamed Got Left to Go Pursue Other Opportunities. As in, Karen got left to go pursue other opportunities.
Kanya-kanyang tulog na itong mga tao dito. Ano ba yan?
Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
Si Risa, si Risa. Dan Ritchie. Siya ni Big Big Dan. Elsie. Annalyn. Risa. Ikaw, Risa, ayaw mo makyat pag aking live na akyat ka kaya doon kay ano, kay Sis Agnes. Hiya ka? Tapos sa kayo guys, ay ayun pa sa Annalyn Dan Ritchie, mabol. Sige na guys, magbabays na ako guys, magbabays na ako, magbays na. Bye-bye, bye-bye. See you tonight in live streaming of Sis Agnes. Done all. All done. Bye-bye guys. Kikay kulit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye Sis Annalyn. Salamat. Elsie, Risa, Kikay, Ate Sunel.